Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. A very warm and healthy good morning to all of you. I hope you all are good and doing great at your home by the grace of Allah. And I am also doing great and I'm also fine. Alhamdulillah. So, students, let's begin our today's lecture. But before that, I want to tell you a few things that what we have learned so far. If you remember what we have learned so far, we have completed chapter number 2, that is GCD and LCM. And then we started chapter number 3, that is common fractions, if you remember. And after that, after completing 5 exercises from chapter number 3, we started algebra, chapter number 9, algebraic expression. And in that, we have only completed one exercise, that is exercise number 9.1. Okay, now moving back to chapter number 3 again. Okay, we are not going to study chapter number 9 today. We are moving back to previous chapter, chapter number 3, common fractions again, because one exercise is still left in that chapter. Okay, so students, today we are going to start from chapter number 3, that is common fractions, and this is your arithmetic chapter, and this is basically your lecture number 14. Okay, students, it is not needed, but still, let me introduce myself. I am your math teacher, Ms. Falaknas. So before starting, I want to recap what we have learned so far. If you remember, we have completed 5 exercises from chapter number 3, common fractions. And we also started exercise number 3.6 in our last chapter, in the lecture number 9. If you go into the lecture number 9, if you watch the lecture number 9 again, then you will see there that we have also started exercise number 3.6 as well. So what we have so far learned from exercise number 3.6 is number 1, fractions of compound quantities, and number 2, reduction of a quantity to the fraction of another. Here is the picture of exercise number 3.6, and I'm going to tell you one thing here, that we have completed and we have learned this 3 questions in lecture number 9. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. We have completed these 3 questions in lecture number 9, but the homework of these questions will be given today. Okay, homework of these chapters will be given, these questions will be given today. Okay, so these were the topic that we have discussed in our lecture number 9. And today what we are going to start, we are going to start this question number 4, that is simplify. Okay, now today you will learn how will you solve this type of question, okay, in which you have fractions, as well as here you have multiple operations, and as well as here you have brackets. Okay, so here you are going to learn all this thing as well. Understand? Now start the lecture. So what you are going to know, what is this? This is brackets. What are brackets? Brackets are used when two or more numbers are to be treated as a whole. When you will use a bracket when you have two or more numbers and they are going to be treated as a whole. Just suppose here you have an example. Here you can see if what you have here, 15 minus bracket 8 minus 5 bracket closed. Okay. Now what you have to do, it means here you have bracket. So what it does mean? It means first you will solve this bracket and then minus the answer from 15. Okay. What you have to do, you have to solve this bracket. So 8 minus 5, what it will become? 8 minus 5 will become 3, and here you have 15. Now you can minus or you can subtract this 3 from 15. But in this step, you cannot subtract 8 from 15. Why? Because it is written inside the bracket. So you have to solve the bracket first and then move out and then solve it with the number that is written outside the bracket. So 15 minus 3 will become 12. That is very simple. Now, how many types of brackets you have? You have various forms of brackets. Number 1, parenthesis, or you can say the round bracket. It is also called as the round bracket or parenthesis. Then you have braces, or you can say curly brackets. Simply you can say curly brackets, but they are braces. And the last one is the square brackets. Okay, so these are the various forms of brackets. But the order of the brackets will remain same, means first you will solve this parenthesis, or you can say the round brackets, then you will solve the square curly brackets, or you can say the braces, and the last one is the square brackets. Okay, now move on to the next thing, means combined operations. Combined operations means all the things will written together, means all the multi operations as well as along with the brackets. So for combined is operation, what you will do while simplifying a mathematical expression, you know what is a mathematical expression in which only numbers are included. So the combined operation should be performed in the order of BODMAS rule. Means if you have combined operation means if any question you have multiple operations as well have you have brackets. So how will you perform it? You are using it in the form in the order of BODMAS. Now what is this BODMAS? It is very clear. B stands for brackets, means first you will solve the brackets. Then O stands for off, and off means multiply. And then you will perform division, D for division, M for multiplication, A stands for addition, S stands for subtraction, means you will solve brackets first, then off, then division, then multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So this is the way to solve any combined operation. Okay, now I'm going to solve it with the help of, now I'm going to show you it with the help of some examples. So here you have an example from exercise number 3.6. Okay, now what you have here, if you look very carefully, here you have number one, brackets. Okay, what are brackets? Round brackets or parentheses. And inside the brackets, what you have, 4 whole 1 upon 2 minus 3 whole 1 upon 2 divided by 5 whole 5 upon 8 divided by 1 whole 7 upon 8. So just forget about this sign of division here. Okay, because you have to solve the brackets first, means the things which are written inside the bracket you have to solve them first. So here what you have to do in step number one, first you will convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. Okay, the first step, you will convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now how? Just like this. 2 fours are 8, 8 plus 1, 9 upon 2, 2 threes are 6, 6 plus 1, 7 upon 2, divide sign will remain same, 8 fives are 40, 40 plus 5, 45 upon 8, and 8 ones are 8 plus 7, 15 upon 8. Okay, after converting them into mixed fraction, you will place the brackets here. Okay, why you are placing the brackets here? Because you haven't solved it yet. Okay, now what you will do after that, simply you will look here inside the bracket. Here you have the sign of what? Subtraction, and here you have division. So forget about this division. So here what you will do, 9 upon 2 minus 7 upon 2. Your denominators are common here, so you will simply subtract it. Okay, in this bracket you will simply perform subtraction, but here you have division, so you will convert this sign of division into the sign of multiplication by reciprocal this number, this fraction. Okay, let's see how. 9 minus 7, what it will become? It will become 9 minus 7 upon 2 and 2 upon 2. Your denominator will remain same, divided by this. Now, after reciprocal, what it will become? Here you have 45 upon 8. The sign of division will be converted into sign of multiplication, and it will become 8 upon 5. Okay, 8 upon 15. Now, what you will do here, you will simply reduce it. Okay, how? 8 ones are 8 and 8 ones are 8. Okay, 8 ones are 8, 8 ones are 8. Now you will divide for 15 and 45. How? 5 threes are 15 and 5 nines are 45. That is very simple. So what will be left here? Okay, if you look here, here you have 2 upon 2, so you can also reduce it here. 2 ones are 2 and 2 ones are 2. Okay, so what will be left here? 1. And what will be left here? 9 multiplied by 1 and 1 multiplied by 3. Okay, I'm going to erase this thing. Now, what you have left here? 9 multiplied by 1 and 1 multiplied by 3. If you look here, here you have 3 and 9. 3 and 9 can be reduced further. So you will reduce it further. How? 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. That is very simple. So in the next step, you will write your remainders or quotients there. So what you will left here, 3 multiplied by 1 and 1 multiplied by 1. If you look very carefully here, I am placing the brackets in every step. Why I am placing the brackets in every step? Because it is must. Okay. Now, 3 upon 1, because you haven't solved the brackets yet. So what you have to do now, you will multiply the numerators and then you will multiply the denominator. Then what it will become? It will simply become 3 ones are 3 and 1 multiplied by 1 will become 1. Now your bracket have been completely solved here. So no need to place brackets here. Okay. You are not going to place the brackets here. Now what you will look here, you have here division. Now you will convert this sign of division into sign of multiplication. How you will convert it? By making the reciprocal of 3 upon 1 into 1 upon 3. Just like this. Okay. How will you write 1? Sign of division will be converted into sign of multiplication. How? By reciprocal the fraction that is written after the sign of division. So 3 upon 1 will become 1 upon 3. And this is very simple. You cannot reduce them further. So what you will do, you will simply multiply them. So 1 multiplied by 1 will become 1 and 1 upon 3. Okay, here you have 1. So 3 multiplied by 1 is also 3. So 1 upon 3 is the answer. This is a proper fraction, so no need to convert it into mixed fraction. Now move on to question number 4, exercise number 3.6 again. Shanti Kumari, I have not stopped my lecture here. Okay, so please wait. I am explaining all these things. Now, exercise number 3.6. Now, in exercise number 3.6, here you have question number 4, simplify. The questions that we have done so far, just like that. Here you have this 4 whole 1 upon 2 plus 3 whole 1 upon 6. Okay, bracket. Then again you have division. Then bracket 3 whole 2 upon 2 minus 3 whole 4 upon 8. Now, what you will do simply, you will simply convert them this mixed fractions into the improper fractions. So in the next step, I'm going to convert them into mixed fraction, improper fraction, just like this. Okay, now look at here how it will become this. 2 fours are 8 plus 1, 9 upon 2, sign of plus. 6 multiplied by 3 is 18, 18 plus 1, 19 upon 6, sign of division. 2 3 is 6, 6 plus 2, it will become 8 upon 2, sign of subtraction. And 8 multiplied by 3 is 24, 24 plus 4 is 28 upon 8, and then your brackets. Now what you have to do here, please like here very carefully. Here you have addition and here you have subtraction. So you cannot reduce them. You cannot reduce them that 2 ones are 2 and 2 fours are 8. Okay. If you have the sign of subtraction and addition and subtraction, so what you will do, you will make your denominators common. Okay. How will you make your denominators common? Let's check it out here. Here you have 2 and here you have 6. So what you will do, you will simply multiply this 2 by 3 as well as this 9 by 3. Okay, 2 multiplied by 3 will become 6. Here you have 8, so you can make them 8 by 2 multiplied by 4 is 8 and 8 multiplied by 4. Okay, ये आप इसको multiply करें इससे. Now what it will become? Like this. So 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 and 9 multiplied by 3 is 27. It will remain same. Sign of division will remain same. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8 and 8 multiplied by 4 is 32. Then minus and 28 upon 2, 28 upon 8 will remain same. Now this is very clear. Here you will not do reduction. Okay, if you have a sign of addition and subtraction, then please do not do cancellation. Okay, simply add the numerators, simply add the numerators, simply subtract the numerators, keeping your denominators same. So 27 plus 19, what it will become? 27 plus 19, it will become 46. Your denominator will remain same. Then 32 minus 28 will be 4 and your denominator will remain same, that is 8. Okay, is that clear? Now if now you have solved this brackets completely, so no need to place a bracket here. Okay, please do not place brackets here. It has been completely solved here, so no need to place the sign of bracket here. Now what you have here, 46 upon 6 divided by 4 upon 8. what you will do, that is very simple, convert this sign of division into the sign of multiplication. Okay, convert this sign of division into sign of multiplication by making the reciprocal of this. So what it will become? Very simple. 46 upon 6. Sign of division will be converted into sign of multiplication, and 4 upon 8 will become 8 upon 4. That is simple and very clear. Now, here what you have, sign of multiplication. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to perform here cancellation. Okay, if you have addition, so you will make the denominator same and then simply add them. But if you have this type of multiplication, so what you will do, you will simply reduce it. If you look very carefully, here you have 4 and here you have 8. So you will simply reduce 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. Okay, and 46 and 6 can be reduced by 2. So 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, and 2 twos are 4 and 2 threes are 6. Is that clear? Now I'm going to write the question here, that are 23 upon 3 multiplied by 2 upon 1. If you look very carefully, nothing can be reduced further here. You cannot divide 23 by 3. So what you will do, you will simply multiply your numerators, okay, as well as your denominator. Means you will multiply 23 by 2 and 3 by 1. So 23 multiplied by 2, it will become 46. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, and 3 multiplied by 1 will become 3. Now here what you have, 46 upon 3. So what you will do, you will convert this 46 upon 3 into mixed fraction. Okay, this is must. So convert it into mixed fraction, what it will become? 15 whole 1 upon 3. Okay, and you will do this thing in the working column. Okay, just suppose here you have 46 and you have to divide it by 3. So what it will become? 3 ones are 3 minus 16. Okay, then 3 fives are what you have? 15. So what will be left here? 1. Okay, so what you will write? 15 whole 1 upon 3. Okay, now move on to the next one. Here you have a simplification of next question. I'm going to explain all the questions from exercise 3.6. Question number 4, you have simplify. What you have here, 1 whole 1 upon 3 multiply by, what you have, multiply by 1 upon 4 bracket multiply by 6 divided by bracket 1 whole 9 upon 16 multiply by 1 whole 3 upon 5. But again what you will do, you will solve this brackets first. Means you will convert this mixed fractions into improper fractions, just like this. Okay, now 3 ones are 3 plus 1, it will become 4 upon 3 multiply by 1 upon 4. फिर multiply by 6 and divide will remain same. Please do not touch these things. Okay, do not touch this thing. Why? Because you have to solve the brackets first. Now here what you have, 16 multiplied by 1 is 16. 16 plus 9 will become 25 upon 16, and 5 ones are 5 plus 3, it will become 8 upon 5. Now if you look here very carefully, what you have here, sign of multiplication. So you will simply reduce it. 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 25, and 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. Okay, so this is how I have done this. Means I have divided this 4 by 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. Then I divide this 16 by 8, 8 ones are 8, 8 ones are 8, and 8 twos are 16. And then this 5, 5 ones are 5, and 5 fives are 25. Now what I will get here? These things. Okay, now what I have here, 1 multiply by 1 my numerators, and 3 multiply by 1 my denominators. Here multiply by 6 and divide will remain same. Please do not touch these things. Then move on to the next bracket, 5 multiply by 1 and 2 multiply by 1 here. Now this is very simple and very easy. What you will do, you will simply multiply the numerators. Okay, because nothing can be reduced here. And please do not touch these things, because we have to solve the things that is written inside the bracket first. Okay, now I'm going to multiply this. Please do not multiply this one by this 6. Okay, now 1 multiply by 1, what it will become? 1 ones are 1 and 3 ones are 3. multiply by 6 divided by 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 and 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Now, listen. No need to place brackets here. Why I'm not going to place the bracket here? Because I have solved this completely. Okay. Now the final answer is 1 upon 3. So that's why I'm not going to place the brackets here. Okay. Brackets have been removed now. Now here you have 1 upon 3 multiplied by 6 divided by 5 upon 2. Okay, now here you have multiply and here you have divide. So you have to convert this sign of division into sign of multiplication by making the reciprocal of 5 upon 2 to 2 upon 5. So what it will become? Just like this. 1 upon 3 will remain same, multiply will remain same, 6 will remain same. Your division will be converted into multiplication and then it will become 2 upon 5. Okay, students, in this step, please do not reduce this one. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, because according to DMAS rule, you have to solve the division first, then move on to the multiplication. Okay, that's why I'm not going to divide this 3 by 6. But in this step, I can do this. Okay, in this step, I can do this. How? 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. That is very simple. So what I have done, I have divided this 3 by 3 and this 6 by 3 as well. Now what will be left here? These are the things that are left here. 1 multiply by 2, my question here, and this 2. And then what you have? 1 multiply by 1 multiply by 5. Okay, where this 1 came from? Here you have nothing is written here, so it means this is here you have 1. So simply you will write 3 multiply by 1 multiply by 5. Now what you have to do, you will simply multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So what it will become? 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and in the denominator what will be left? 5. So your answer will be 4 upon 5. That is very simple and very easy. Okay. Okay, so the 4 upon 5 is the right answer. So what you have learned today, that you have to solve the brackets first and then move on to the things that are written outside the brackets. Now, I'm going to show you one more typical question, or you can say difficult question, with the help of my notebook. So please tell me, I'm going to share my video. So if it is clear, so please tell me. Please listen to my instructions very carefully. Okay, what you have to do here, first of all, before starting any work, write down the proper date on each page. Okay, write down the date here, 28 July 2020. Then write exercise number 3.6, question number 4. Okay, this is must. Write down exercise number on each and every page. After that, write down proper question, simplify. Okay, write down proper question, simplify, and then copy down your question like this. Will completely neat and clean. Write down everything online. Okay, please do your work neat and clean. This is must. This is important. Okay, now here you have different types of brackets. Here you have round bracket, then you have curly bracket, then you have square bracket. Okay, so from where will you start? You will start from this round bracket. Okay, you will start from this round bracket, then you will solve this curly bracket, and then you will solve this square bracket. Okay, now what you have to do, first of all, if you look here, you have 1 upon 2. Here you have the sign of. Okay, you will replace the sign of with multiplication. It will remain same, and then convert this 1 whole 4 upon 5 into mixed improper fraction. Okay, and then 2 upon 3 divided by 2 upon 3. Then you will solve this bracket. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start it here just like this. Here I'm going to place my square bracket. Okay, I'm not going to solve anything here. Okay, I'm not going to solve anything here because I have to solve first of all my round bracket. Okay, so I'm going to start from here. How I will solve it? 1 upon 2 of will be replaced by sign of multiplication. Then I'm going to write 6 upon 7, then plus 1 upon 2. Okay, then the sign of division. All this thing will remain same. Then I'm going to write my curly bracket. Do neat and proper work just like I'm doing here. Okay. 5 ones are 5 plus 4. It will become 9 upon 5. Okay. Then I'm going to write here minus. Okay. Then round bracket. Okay. Then I'm going to write 2 upon 3. Okay. Since I'm going to solve my round bracket first, so what I will do, I will convert this sign of division into sign of multiplication and make the reciprocal of the next fraction. So here you have 2 upon 3. I will write 3 upon 2 here. Okay. And then round bracket and my curly bracket and my square bracket. Okay. Then what I will do next, I'm going to reduce this. Okay. Do not touch this thing. Okay. Do not touch this thing. Isko haath mat lagaiye. Just solve the thing which is written inside the round bracket. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to reduce it because here you have multiplication. So how I'm going to reduce it? 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. Okay, here I have 2 ones are 2 and 2 ones are 2. That is very simple. Okay, now what will be left here? What I have here? My square bracket 1 upon 6 upon 7, then plus 1 upon 2 divided by curly bracket 9 upon 5 minus. Okay, now I have solved this thing completely here. So what will be left here? 1 upon 1. So I'm going to write here 1 upon 1. Okay, now I'm not going to place here the round bracket because my bracket has been completely solved here. So simply I will write here curly bracket and my square bracket. Okay, now again I'm not going to touch these things, but I'm going to solve this curly bracket next. Okay, next bracket that I'm going to solve is curly bracket. But if you look very carefully here you have the sign of subtraction, so you are not going to cancel it, but what you will do, you will make the denominators common. Okay, here you have 5 and here you have 1, so 1 can be become 5. How? 1 multiplied by 5 and 1 multiplied by 5. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, all this thing will remain same. Multiply by 6 upon 7 plus 1 upon 2 divided by, because the bracket is still unsolved, that's why I'm going to place my bracket here, 9 upon 5 minus 5 upon 5. Okay, 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, then my curly bracket and then my square bracket. Okay, is that clear? After that, if you look here very carefully, here you have common denominators. Now you can simply subtract this 5 from 9 in the next step. All this thing will remain same. Now how I'm going to do here? Square bracket 1 upon 2 multiplied by 6 upon 7. Okay, then I'm going to write here plus, then here I have 1 upon 2 divided by, okay, divided by, so say okay, divided by, now 9 minus 5, what it will become? It will become 4 and your denominator will remain same, that is 5. Is that clear? Is that clear? Yes, of course it must be clear. So I'm going to write here my square bracket. Okay, now if you look very carefully here your bracket has been completely solved here. That's why I'm not going to place the curly bracket here. Now here you have the whole thing that is written here. Now what you have here you have multiplication, addition and subdivision. According to DMAS rule, you will solve this division first. Okay, how will you solve this division first? Do not touch multiplication and addition. Simply move on to the division. And how will you solve this division? You will convert this sign of division into sign of multiplication. Okay, convert this into sign of multiplication. So how will you convert it? How will you convert it? Like this. 1 upon 2 multiply by 6 upon 7 plus 1 upon 2 and multiply by 5 upon 4 and my square bracket. Now, if you look here, what you have, these two fractions that are multiplying with each other. Okay, these are the two fractions that are multiplying with each other.
then you have addition, and these are the fractions that you are multiplying with each other, that are multiplying with each other. So first, according to D mass rule, now you are moving to the multiplication. So what type of fractions you are multiplying? You will multiply this fraction and this fraction. Okay, why I'm going to make the round brackets here? So that my calculation will become easier and I know what type of fractions should I have to multiply it here. Okay, do not touch this sign of plus and do not multiply this 2 by 6. Okay, you have to multiply this thing as well as this thing. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce it here. 2 ones are 2 and 2 threes are 6. Okay, here you cannot reduce anything, so you will simply multiply the numerators and the denominators. How? Just look at here. Here I have round bracket. 1 multiplied by 3 upon 1 multiplied by 7, then my round bracket plus, then my round bracket 1 multiplied by 5 upon 2 multiplied by 4 round bracket and then square bracket. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to multiply the numerators, so it will become 3 and it will become 7. So here answer will be 3 upon 7 and here my answer will be 5 upon 2 multiplied by 4. 2 multiplied by 4 will become 8. I'm going to solve the next step on the next page. Just look at here. So what will be left here? Equal to sign. Okay, so square bracket, then 3 multiplied by 1 upon 3 upon 7, then plus 5 upon 2 fours are 8. I'm going to show you it again. Look at here. What I have done so far, if you look here, here you have 3 upon 7, here you have 5 upon 2 multiplied by 4, so 2 fours are 8. So what it will become here, 3 upon 7 and 5 upon 8. And here you have the addition here. Here you have the sign of addition if you look here. So addition is here. Now, what you have to do here, now listen to me, what you have to do here you have to perform addition. But how you are going to perform addition? Because here you have 7 and 8. Okay, 7 and 8 means what you have to do, you have to make the denominators common. Okay, why you are going to make the denominators common? Because here you have the sign of addition. If you have sign of multiplication, you will simply reduce it. Okay, you will simply reduce it, but here you have addition, that's why you are going to make your denominators common. How? You will simply multiply 7 by 8 and 8 by 7. Okay, and similarly you will multiply your numerator here by 8 and this numerator by 7. Now what it will become? Now in the next step I'm going to show you. Square bracket, 3 8s are 24. Okay, 24, 7 8s are 56 plus 5 7s are 35 and 8 7s are 56. This is my answer. Now students, one thing I'm going to show you here, this is the working column. Again, I'm telling you, please make a proper working column. Now your denominators are common here. Okay, that's why you will simply add your numerators. Okay, in the working column, simply add your numerator 24 plus 35. So what it will become? 4 plus 5, it will become 9 and 3 plus 2, it will become 5. Okay, so what will be left here? 59 upon 56. Okay, now I'm not going to place the square bracket here because it has been completely solved here. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I'm simply convert this 59 upon 56 into mixed fraction in the working column. This is must. Okay, please do not do anything here and there. Please do not make your copy messy. I like neat and clean work. And have you seen here that how much neat and clean work I have done in my copy? So you have to do this thing as well. Okay, so now move on to this again. 59 upon 56, here I am 59 and divide this by 56. Okay, so 56 ones are 56, and then after subtracting, what I will get here, 9 minus 6 will become 3 and 5 minus 5, nothing will be left here. So now I'm going to convert this into the mixed fraction. How I'm going to convert this mixed fraction? Your quotient will become your whole number, your remainder will become your numerator, and it will remain same, that is your 56. So the correct answer is 1 whole 3 upon 56. Okay, so this is the way to solve the question number 4 like this. Okay, if you have multiple operations along with multiple brackets, just suppose here you have round bracket, curly bracket, square bracket. So this is the way you will solve your round bracket first, then you will solve your curly bracket, then you will solve your square bracket, just like here. But what I want from all of you is to do the work neat and clean, just like I am doing in my copy. Okay, is that clear? So I'm going to end my lecture here. Now, this is your assignment that I'm going to post on Google Classroom today. Here what you have, class 6 mathematics. This is your lecture number 14, home assignment number 13, and assignment marks here you have what, 10. Now, if you look very carefully here I have exercise number 3.6, question number 1, bit number 3, question number 2, bit number 3, and question number 3, bit number 3. Beta, you have to attempt this question in your, you have to attempt this question in your copy. Okay, please do not copy down the examples. And I have explained this question number 4 today. Okay, what about this question, question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3? What you have to do about this, I'm going to tell you again. But before that, look at here. Here you have a syllabus for your quiz number 2 that is going to be conducted on Thursday, 6th August, that is after Eid. Okay, and that syllabus is chapter number 3, common fractions, page number 39 and 40. Okay, now look at here. These are question number 1, 2, and 3, and these are the questions that I have explained in lecture number 9. So if you want to review this question, so please go into the lecture number 9. Okay, is that clear? Okay, is that clear? Now, if you remember how I have explained this, what you have to do in question number 2, you have to simply multiply this, replace the sign of with the sign of multiplication, and then simply perform here cancellation. Okay, then this is the examples for question number 1. Now I'm repeating again, please do not attempt these examples. Okay, please do not attempt these examples. Now in the next, what you have, question number 2, this is your question number 2, what fraction of rupee 1 are, and this is the way to solve it. Means what you will do, you will convert this into fractional form. Here you have paisa 5. So what you will do, you will write, we know that this is must, then you will write 1 rupees is equals to 1000 paisa, and simply divide this 5. Okay, simply divide this 5 by 100. So 5 divided by 100, it will become 1 upon 20. And here you have question number 3 again, what fraction of 1 kg are? So what you will do here, you will simply write, we know that 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams, and 25 divided by 1000, it will become 1 upon 40. So one question number 1 till 3 I have explained in lecture number 9. So you can review the lecture again, and then the question number 4 I have solved, I have explained it in today's lecture. Okay, student, so this is the assignment that you are going to do in your copy. I am repeating again, please do not solve these examples in your copy. Okay, you have to attempt the questions that is written in the index. Okay, is that clear? Please tell me. And please write down everything in the chat box. Till then I'm going to mark your attendance, so please do not go anywhere, and write everything inside the chat box. Anything that you want to ask, till then I'm going to mark your attendance, so please do not go anywhere, and please write down everything in the chat box, and then I will answer you. Asmar Ali, who is Asmar Ali? Who is Asmar Ali? Okay, I'm done with your attendance. Okay, students, if you want to ask anything, please tell me. At the end, I would like to say thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much, students.